नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण प्रशाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण प्रशाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्य देशतारिणे। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानांजनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देकं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सकलनर सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वर परम कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर् गोविंद सर्व कारण कारणम। ओम तत्सत्। हरे कृष्ण। Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the knowledge which can be very joyfully performed, Susukam Kartum, and the everlasting knowledge of Vyam. By Krishna's causeless mercy, now we are successfully studying in the 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. There is the conclusion, perfection of renunciation. Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, is teaching us very clearly in this chapter that we need to achieve Siddhi. If we achieve Siddhi, so then we will achieve the Brahman platform. In order to achieve the Brahman level, we need to achieve Siddhi, perfection. Siddhim prapto. So only if we achieve Siddhi, then we will be able to go to Goloka. So, how we can achieve perfection? That means our mind should not be attached to anything. Our mind should not be disturbed by anything, and we should become indifferent to whatever we have heard and whatever we are going to hear. Nothing should bother us. That's what is very important. Nothing should affect us. So we need to develop, we need to get that kind of mind. Yada te moha kalilam buddhirvyatitarishyati tada gantasi nirvedam shotavyasya shutasya cha. So when our intelligence has passed through the dense forest of illusion, moha kalilam, yadate moha kalilam buddhir vyatitarishyati. Tada gantasi nirvedam shotavyasya shutasya. So at that point of time, whatever we have heard and whatever we are going to hear, shotavyasya, shutasya, so that's not going to affect us. We should not be affected by that. So that is what achieving perfection. And how we can elevate ourselves to that status of not being disturbed by what we are hearing. That's why Krishna says Sabdadin, like that. Even in this 18th chapter also, Krishna said that when he talked about all the senses, Sabdadin Visayams Tyaktva. Sabdadin Visayams Tyaktva means beginning from Sabda. That is the sound. Sabda. So Visayams Tyaktva. So all the sense objects including the sound. So Tyaktva. Giving up. Sabdadin Visayams Tyaktva. Similarly, many times Krishna. Sotradin Indriyani Ado. That's what Krishna said in the 4th chapter. Sotradin Indriyani Ado. That is how we perform yajna. Sabdadin Visayan Anye Indriyagni Sujuvati. So that's what Krishna says. So Sotra, hearing, Sabda, sound. So that's what Krishna is teaching also, that we should not be affected by whatever we heard in the past and whatever we are going to hear in the future. Nothing should disturb us. That's what Krishna is teaching us. So how that is going to be possible for us? How can we elevate ourselves to that kind of situation? Bhagavad Gita only helps us. That is possible only with Bhagavad Gita. We have to simply surrender unto this Bhagavad Gita, then it is possible. That means following every instruction given by Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. The law of karma very clearly explained in Bhagavad Gita. The law of action, basically the law of karma. The law of birth and death, that's also very clearly explained in Bhagavad Gita. So, we need to go to Goloka because the law of birth and death is different in this material world and in the spiritual world. The law of birth and death in this material world is that Jatasya ki dhruvo mrityur dhruvam janma mrittasya cha. That's what is the law of birth and death in this material world. Jatasya ki dhruvo mrityur. Dhruvam janma mrittasya cha. So when we are born, when a person is born, is sure to die. And when a person dies, is sure to born again. That's what happens in this material world. So that means we are born, we are sure to die. And when we die, we are sure to born again. So that is the law of birth and death in this material world. But the law of birth and death in the spiritual world, in Goloka, is Jatasya dhruvo amirtyu. When you are born there, then it is certain that you are not going to die. Then the second line doesn't apply there at all. It won't apply there. Because when we die, then only we think about taking another birth. But there, the law of birth only. There is no death. In this material world, when we are born, we are sure to die, and when we die, we are sure to be born again. But in the spiritual world, when we are born, we are not going to die. Jatasya dhruvo amrityu. So we need to decide where we are going after death. It's very important. We need to decide. That means we need to give up all attachments to everything in this material world. Then only we can go to spiritual world. As long as we have attachments, we will keep coming back to this material world. That is certain for everyone. It applies to everyone. So, next birth. That's what we should be more thinking about it. That's what we should be more planning about. Other plans in this life, what we are going to do next 10 years, 15 years, 5 years, and all those things. All such plans should be only towards preparing ourselves to go to Goloka. Then it's fine. How I want to serve Krishna in the next 5 years, next 10 years or 15 years, depending upon what age we are. So, a person at a very young age, he can even think or plan about what I can do for Krishna for another 30 years, 40 years, like that. But still, it's not guaranteed for anyone, like whether at a young age or old age, that we are going to live long. It's not guaranteed. But we can plan everything for Krishna. What are we going to do after we die? Where are we going to go after our death? That's what is very important. That's a very important question we need to ask. And the answer is already given in Bhagavad Gita. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is teaching us everything what we need. And we just have to follow. That's it. By following Krishna's instructions, by doing everything as per Bhagavad Gita, we will be able to get liberation from this material bondage. It's very important. It's very boring here. Nothing in this material world, everything is changing, everything is temporary, nothing is permanent. And it's a big problem here. That's what we need to understand. So, Bhagavad Gita, which is a king of knowledge, which is a king of secrets, is teaching us. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is teaching us how to free ourselves from this material one. So that means we just have to follow all the scriptural regulations, Shastra Vidhi, and we need to perform only the prescribed duties. We need to do everything only for Krishna's satisfaction. So all these things we should do only for Krishna, only as an offering unto Krishna. That's what is very important. If Krishna is with us and we are doing everything for Krishna, then our mind is going to be very peaceful. We will be able to enjoy. And by maintaining that equanimity, that is known as samatvam. So, in both happiness and distress, one should be same. Dukkeshu anidvigna managa, sukeshu vigata sprigga. So when distress comes, we should not be disturbed in mind. Dukkeshu anidvigna managa. When happiness comes, sukeshu vigata sprigga. So we should be sukeshu vigata sprigga. So we should not be elated too much when happiness comes. This material happiness. Of course, in the spiritual happiness, we can enjoy. Because that sukham is unlimited sukham, unlimited happiness. Sukham akshayam ashnute. That we should be happy. When we are chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra or singing Krishna's kirtans, jumping and dancing and focusing on glorifying Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, Satatam Kirtayam Toma. So that kind of happiness we should enjoy. There is no limit. But material happiness, material sense enjoyment, because here, Matra sparsastu kaunteya sitoshna sukha dukkha. So, the sukha and dukkha, happiness and distress in this material world, they are like Sita and Ushna. cold and heat. So it comes and goes. So winter and summer, it appears and disappears. Agama, apayina. Agama, it comes. Apayina, it goes. If we say that I'm happy now, that means we are not happy earlier, or we won't be happy again in future, because this material happiness and distress always flickering, fluctuating. But spiritual happiness not like that. Once we start serving Krishna, rendering devotional service unto Krishna, and doing everything for Krishna, that happiness will be always with us. That spiritual happiness. If we are in that happiness, we can enjoy forever. We don't have to worry about anything because Krishna is with us. We have to detach ourselves from everything in this material world. So that is the kind of happiness we should enjoy. We should, with this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, we will get it. We are getting it by Krishna's causeless mercy. So now, in this 18th chapter, Krishna is teaching us very clearly that when we get this Siddhi, how to go to that Brahman level means Krishna is listing out in these 3 slokas, 51, 52 and 53 in the 18th chapter. We just have to achieve all these qualifications. Like in the past also in many different chapters, Krishna has given a lot of qualifications. Like in the 12th chapter, in the Bhakti Yoga, what are the qualities which Krishna likes? So how we can become ourselves dearer to Krishna by achieving those qualities. What are all those qualities? So even in the 14th chapter, when Arjuna asked the question, how can I find out a person who is freed from the modes of nature? What are his behaviors? So that also Krishna explained very clearly. So even in the 16th chapter also the divine and demoniac nature. So what are all the divine qualities? That also Krishna explained in detail. In everywhere 3-4 slokas Krishna explained and has given us the complete list of qualities we need to obtain. So if we achieve all those qualities, then we can go to Goloka. That's what we should aim. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we are now studying in the 18th chapter, in the sloka number 51 and 52, 51 to 53, what we studied. Buddhya visuddhaya yukto dhrityatmanam niyamya cha sabdadin vishayam styaktva ragadvesha vidvasya cha vivikta sevi lagvasi atava kayamanashaga dhyana yoga paro nityam vairagyam samupashitaga ahankaram balam darpam kamam krodam parigraham vimuchya nirmamaha shanto brahma bhuyaya kalpate. So by purifying oneself with buddhi, intelligence, and by dhrityatmanam niyamvicha, so by controlling our mind, regulating our mind with determination, by giving up all the sense objects including the sound, and raga dvesha vidasya, and freed from raga and dvesha, attachment and aversion, vivikta sevi lagvasi, so living in a solitary place and eating little, yatavakaya manasagam, so controlling our speech, body and mind, dhyana yoga paro nityam, always engage in the dhyana yoga by meditating on Krishna, vairagyam samupashitam, with determination, ahankaram balam darpam kamam krodam parigraham, so vairagyam samupashitam, with the detachment, then freed from false ego, false strength and pride and anger, lust and anger, all those things completely vimuchya, freed from everything completely, and not thinking that we want anything, free from all kinds of proprietorship, nirmamaga, shanto, being very peaceful, Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate. We can achieve Brahma platform. Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate. Being purified by his intelligence and controlling the mind with the determination, giving up the objects of sense gratification, being freed from attachment and hatred, one who lives in a secluded place, who eats little, who controls his body, mind, and power of speech, who is always in trance and who is detached, free from false ego, false strength, false pride, lust, anger, and acceptance of material things, free from false proprietorship and peaceful, such a person is certainly elevated to the position of self-realization. Then in the next sloka number 54, Krishna is continuing. Brahma bhutaka prasannatma na shochati na kankshati samaga sarveshu bhuteshu madbhaktim labate param. So Brahma bhutaka prasannatma, so that happiest person being situated in the Brahma bhuta platform, so he does not lament for anything and does not hanker for anything, na sochati, na kankshati, and being equal to all living entities, samaga sarveshu bhuteshu, he will attain the supreme devotion unto me, devotional service unto me, madbhaktim labate para. One who is thus transcendently situated at once realizes the supreme Brahman and becomes fully joyful. He never laments or desires to have anything. He is equally disposed toward every living entity. In that state, he attains pure devotional service unto me. Then in the next sloka, what we are studying today, in the sloka number 55. Bhaktya mama vijjanati yamanyashasmi tattvataka tato mam tattvato nyatva vishate tadanam taram. That's it. How can we go to Goloka? How can we know about Krishna? Only with bhakti, only with devotion, only by rendering devotional service unto Krishna. Bhaktya mam abhijanati yavan yaschasmi tattva. So about my tattva, about me, everything, all the truth about me, that tattva, only by bhakti. That's why Manushyanam sagasesu kaschit yatati siddhaye yatatam api siddhanam kaschin mam veti tattvataga. Kaschin mam veti tattvataga. So 1 in 1,000 only will endeavor for perfection, but of them only very rarely one will know about me fully, tattva. So that's why that is possible only with bhakti. Tato mam tattvato nyatva. So by knowing about everything about me, visate tadanantaram, they enter into my nature. They enter to Goloka. One can understand me as I am, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, only by devotional service. And when one is in full consciousness of me by such devotion, he can enter into the kingdom of God. That's what Krishna is. By Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished the 55th sloka in the 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaurabhakta Vrindam. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hina Mataji
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
For today's class. Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna SK Gar Prabhu Hare Krishna Prabhu
Hare Krishna Guruji. Guruji, thank you very much
Hare
for keeping us.
Krishna Prabhu Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna. Thank
Hare
you very
Krishna
much,
Prabhu
Guruji.
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna.
Thank you
Guruji.
Prabhu
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Hare Ram
Thank you. Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mahendra Shukla Prabhu Hare Krishna Prabhu
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी धन्यवाद प्रणाम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा 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 हरे कुंभनंदी सर हरे कृष्णा
Hare Krishna Brinda Mataji Hare Krishna Deepesh Prabhu Hare Krishna Prabhu
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu Hare Krishna Hare Krishna I think you got muted unmute yes Prabhu Hare Krishna Deepesh Prabhu
Hare Krishna Guruji. Thank you for the class, Guruji. Thank you for keeping me in Krishna consciousness. Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
Prabhu.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhu Hare Ram Hare Krishna Mohanan Prabhu Hare Krishna Prabhu
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu Hare Krishna
Thank you so much for the class, Guruji. Thank you so much for the class, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna
When is your next trip to Delhi, Delhi, Guruji? Any plan?
I want to come maybe in a couple of months. I don't know, but still I will be able to come, or the dates I'm not able to finalize. I will let you know, Prabhu, as soon as when I'm able to plan. Definitely, I want to definitely come to India. Yes, Prabhu. It
Yes,
may not
Guruji.
be a long visit, short visit, but I will let you know. Yes, Prabhu.
Okay,
Yeah, in
Guruji.
May only. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
In future,
Yes,
I want
Guruji.
to come one, but right.
Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Guruji. Next time when you come,
We will
you come via Delhi, Guruji. That will be better. One day you can take a break over here, then you
better.
can go.
That is
Yes,
correct, Prabhu.
Guruji.
Something like that.
Yes, Guruji.
Yes, Prabhu. I'll definitely plan like that. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you so much, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna,
Hare
Guruji.
Krishna.
So many,
Hare
so
Krishna.
many people are waiting for you to start the new class now, Guruji. Since they have discontinued in
Yeah.
between, they don't want to join it now. So they are
Yes.
waiting when this class is finishing now and when is the starting the fresh class. So they are all waiting.
I think yes, bro. We need to start. We need to definitely plan. Yes, bro. We need to. I think
Yes,
next time when we start again, we need to plan it in a big way. We need to plan it in a big way. Yes, bro.
yes, Guruji.
Many
Yes,
many
Guruji.
devotees we should bring in. Definitely, bro. I'm looking forward. I will definitely visit Delhi. Yes, bro.
Yes, Guruji.
Yes, bro.
Thank you, Guruji.
Hare
Thank you so
Krishna,
much.
Prabhu.
Thank you so much,
Yes,
Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Prabhu. Navya Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Namaste, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yeah, Guruji. I have one question. Like you said, we shouldn't get distract our mind if anything happens to us. But if any, for example, if anybody hurt us, so during that time, how can we handle that situation? We feel bad during that time.
Somehow your voice was breaking a lot, Mataji. I couldn't understand. You are asking some question, correct, Mataji? Can you repeat again?
Yeah, are you able to hear me now?
And now,
Clearly?
now it's little better. Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, what I'm asking is, you said our mind shouldn't get distract for anything to happen to us, right? So, for
Yeah.
example, if anybody scold us or if anybody hurt us intentionally, even though we didn't do anything wrong, so during that time we'll feel some bad from our end, right? How can we handle this situation?
I understood. Now, it is because people are all controlled by that mode of material. Everyone is controlled in this material world. Sometimes, even at home, who are close to us, and not sometimes if they get angry. So, with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we should be able to understand that anger itself comes because of attachment. So, anyone who is angry, so scolding, or all such things is coming because of the attachment only. So, only thing is that, but with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we will gain lot of patience, no doubt about it, not to get disturbed by that. Because Krishna is teaching us in Bhagavad Gita, if we chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, if we control our mind, so then Krishna is teaching us that we will achieve that, like Jitatmanaga Prasantasya Paramatma Samagitaga Sitoshna Sukha Dukkeshu Tatamana Apamana. So at that time we will be equal to everything. We will not be disturbed by anything. So when we are able to control our mind. So that's why for your question, it's very important question. But we can achieve that kind of maturity only with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, following the instructions given by Krishna, chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra and serving Krishna. So connecting ourselves with Krishna more and more over a period of time, we will be able to tolerate, we will not be disturbed by all these things. It will all happen by Krishna's mercy. We need to gain that mental strength. So that's what Krishna gives. So at that time, Surun Mitrari Udasina Madhyastha Dveshya Bandhusu Sadhuswapicha Papesu Samabuddhir Vishishade. We should be able to see everyone with equal vision, Samabuddhir Vishishade. But it is, for your question, a lot of sadhana is needed, practice is needed, spiritual sadhana with this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. So then slowly and steadily we'll be able to become much more resilient or stronger. You understand that, Mataji? Hare Krishna.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Asha Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji, for nice class. We should increase our devotional service for Krishna more and more, Guruji.
That's what is. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you,
Krishna's
Guruji, for
mercy.
keeping us in Krishna consciousness.
Hare Krishna, ma'am.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Sarveshwar Vishnu Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
हरे कृष्ण गुरु जी, दंडोत प्रणाम गुरु जी। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे। दंडोत प्रणाम गुरु जी, दंडोत प्रणाम।
हरे कृष्ण। वृंदा माता जी, हरे कृष्ण। लक्ष्मी श्रीधर प्रभु।
Hare Krishna Guruji, Pranam Guruji.
प्रणाम प्रभु, हरे कृष्ण।
By the classless mercy of Sri Krishna, today I could attend the Bhagavad Gita class, the knowledge which can be joyfully performed, everlasting knowledge. In this chapter, Krishna is teaching us how to achieve Siddhi, how to achieve Brahman level. For that, our mind should not be attached to anything. Nothing should affect us. Nothing should affect our intelligence. Shabda, sound, everything, all these sense objects should not disturb us. We should not be affected by whatever we hear in the past, in the future. How to achieve that? That is possible only with Bhagavad Gita knowledge. To follow all the instructions given by Krishna. Law of birth and death in material world is different from spiritual world. In material world, we are born to die and again die to born again. This is the law of birth and death. Whereas in spiritual world, only born to born is there, no death. We need to give up all attachments in this material world to go to the spiritual world. We have to plan our action, what to do after death. By following Krishna's instructions, we can get liberated from this material world. In this material world, everything is temporary. Krishna teaches us how to free from this material world and material senses. We need to do everything for Krishna as an offering. By maintaining equanimity, that is equal response in both happiness and distress. In spiritual world, the happiness is permanent, whereas in material world, everything comes and goes. Krishna teaches us how to achieve this Brahman level, how to get free from this material world. We should achieve qualities to need to reach such level. In the 18th chapter, in the 51 to 53rd sloka, after telling everything about the qualities of a person who reaches the Brahman level, in the 54th sloka, Krishna is telling the person who achieved Brahma platform, he is a Prasannatma, having very happiness. He has to no worry, no lamentation, no hankering, equal to all living entities. And he will get pure devotional service for Krishna. And today's sloka, 55th sloka, Krishna is telling, the persons only with bhakti and rendering service to me can know my tattva, can know about me, about my nature, only by bhakti. After knowing about everything from me, and I will take him to Goloka, you will reach the kingdom of God. Very nicely understood. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Manoranjan Swami Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
I got late joined, really wonderful class. And that bhakti only surrender to Lord Krishna. Very nice sloka today. Whatever transcendental, the jnani, the transcendental knowledge, the supramental consciousness only will take us into that level. And we are involved in all silly, trivial things. So only connect with equanimity we should maintain, and adversity or prosperity and sorrow and joy, everything is nothing. Some of Pandita, some other thing like that. Only you should go above all these things and connect with Krishna and surrender, arpan, samarpan, and nirbhisesa. So these attributeless and formless, all these qualities really wonderful. Lord Krishna is very merciful. We should take advantage of this. And Guruji, because of you, you are the only source the real source by which we are attending. Mind gets won't be perturbed, disturbed. But this is the final ultimate things. For peace we get here. Discipline. So the full satisfaction. What is the purpose coming to this world as a human being? That is good. Prince of your Guruji. Everything for us. And you pave the way, you guide us, you lead us into the abode of God, heaven, that Goloka Haridham, or the Parama Ananda, Parama Santi, Parama Sukha. Perfect peace we get from here and nothing else in this world. We are just running after mirage and nothing else. Really, I am very grateful. Indebted to Guruji, Pranam Guruji, Satata Naman, Naman, Naman.
Hare Hare Krishna, Brinda Mataji. Hare Krishna, let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan.